Hello, this is Allison Amars, and today I'm going to be going over my sheep eye dissection for Anatomy and Physiology 220 online lab. So this is my eye. It came a little concaved. So bear with me. So looking on the outside of the eye, we can see that there is supposed to be like a layer of connective tissue called the sclera that covers the eye. The sclera helps ensure the protection of our eye. I believe that this is the anterior side of the eye where the cornea is supposed to be. I think that's supposed to be my pupil, but yeah. And the cornea is responsible for allowing the light to enter the eye. Lastly, on the outside, which I think this is the posterior side, is supposed to be the optic nerve, which contains nerve cells that send the light electrical signals from the eye to the brain. So once the eye is open, we can see a layer of nerve tissue towards, it's supposed to be towards like the posterior side. I think it's this darker stuff. This is the choroid, and it's dark and kind of metallic-y looking, and then this bluish green stuff is the tapetum, which helps our vision like with lower light levels. Additionally, now that we have cut the eye open, we can see that there's fluid. There's definitely some fluid back here, and that is the vitreous humor, which helps maintain our eye shape located in the vitreous body. And I'll talk about that a little bit later. Maybe there wasn't enough of it because the shape was not maintained very well. Anyway, starting anteriorly, which I think is this side, behind the cornea, there is supposed to be aqueous humor, which is similar to the vitreous humor, and the aqueous humor is important for helping maintain shape. However, this fluid is located between the cornea and the lens. And then after the aqueous humor, there is the iris. It's supposed to be like up and down over the pupil, which is where the light goes through. The light then goes through the lens, which is a clear structure. This could be the lens. I don't know. I think this is the lens. And the lens is a clear structure, like I said earlier, that allows the light to become more fixated. The lens is supported by different ligaments, which are supposed to be on top and bottom, and they are called the zona scleraris, which aids in the ability to focus. And in addition to that zona scleraris is the hyaloid fossa, which is supposed to be like a ligament kind of that like goes behind. And that also helps support the lens. However, this is located in the vitreous body, which is what I talked about earlier, where that vitreous fluid is held. And then the vitreous body is between the lens and the retina, and the retina is located behind the vitreous body and is composed of different receptor cells. That's supposed to be like back here. Towards the posterior side, and these receptor cells are known as cones and rods, and the rods help our eye determine the intensity of light, while cones are responsible for helping us determine color. Lastly, behind the retina is a blind spot. The retina would be down here, and then the blind spot would be up here more towards the optic nerve, because the blind spot is where the cones and the rods, or the receptor, known as the receptor cells, enter into the optic nerve, which then goes into the brain. Thank you.